Today I want to invite you to read Psalm 16. It's again only 11 verses, it's not that long, but it's a wonderful psalm again of trust, as was Psalm 5 that we looked at yesterday. And it's a psalm that talks about faith in God's power to save. And the final verse is, "You show me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. In your right hand are pleasures forevermore." Think about those three phrases. You show me the path of life. We can leap forward in our minds and in our Bibles to John chapter 14, where Jesus says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And all the I am sayings of Jesus in John's gospel, they're all about life. Life is what God wants to give you and me. Life in all of its fullness and joy and peace and love and contentment. You show me the path of life. And again, when you think about God, I just wonder how often we really ponder or reflect on this truth in Psalm 16, verse 11. In your presence, there is fullness of joy. You can think about moments in your life when you've experienced not just happiness, not just a level of joy. I mean, when you were ecstatically joyful, when you were just happiest, the most joyful you've ever been in your life. Well, Psalm 16 is saying, in the presence of God, there is a fullness of joy like we've never experienced, beyond what we've experienced in our life and the most joyful moments we've had. And that in God's right hand are pleasures forevermore. And when you look at the psalm in its entirety, you think about, well, why would somebody choose to follow God? Why would somebody look to God for guidance and for direction and for wisdom? Why would you keep the Lord always before you, as Psalm 16 says? Well, when you do that, it says, if you look back in verse 9, "Therefore my heart is glad and my soul rejoices." Again, as we're going to see repeatedly in the Psalms, there's a relationship between trusting in God, taking refuge in God, and experiencing joy. And as I've said before, Christians should not walk around this life looking like we've been sucking on lemons all day. Christians should have an infectious, contagious joy that comes from knowing who we are in life, that we are a beloved child of God, and that Jesus came for us, teaches us how to live as a child of God, loved us so much that he was willing to even die for us, and God raised him from the dead as a sign that God ultimately wins. And that's reason to rejoice.